Right, time to break off a masterpiece. Get your serious face on for MP-19 Smokescreen. So this fella comes on the crest of the masterpiece renaissance, which began when Hashtag realised that these things didn't need to be 9.5 feet tall for us to still want them. And since the shortness trepidation passed and the new smaller guys turned out to actually be really good, we've now settled into a steady succession of immaculately executed Autobot bros for the G1 purist in your life. Basically, it's exactly what Alternators wished it was, or like the Waitrose classics. And this is Smokescreen, who's probably the handsomest of the Nissan trio. Not to dump on Streaky and Proul, because they're all sex pots, but he's just such a badass, rocking the righteous red, white and blue. I don't know if it's the latent Aston Villa fan in me or whatever, but for me, it's Smokescreen every time. So let's give him a squint. He's sporting this outlandishly protruding epic F-cup hood chest plateau, underlined with this obscene mega bumper training bra, slim and trim midriff jazzed up with sculpted components and robo arrows, hella handsome head sculpt with the sweet yellow crest and the dreamy blue eyes, and the dumb looking blue toon accurate double chin cowl. Door wings there rounding out the unmistakable silhouette with optional sassy slant. Love the bodacious black and blue arms with like 5 joints in each bicep, cheeky wrist swivel and perfect multi-finger pistol pinch, and the classic flat wheel power suit shoulder pads just slam the nostalgia home. Dig the elegant skirted hips with the brazen ball joints and proud shiny thunder thighs. And check out these clompers. I really appreciate that they haven't tried to do anything clever with the feet, because like the Universe guy had unnecessary actual feet, and the Alternator from the knee down was just a total clusterfudge. But this is just the full G1 bumper window wheel flare explosion, wrapped up to the nines with genuine joints and these baby stabilizers. Stabilizers? To power up the posing. And that basically goes for the whole thing. It's just a 100% faithful no-guff remake of that doofy little dude we all love, but maxed out on quality, handsomeness, and fun times. Weapon-wise then, we've got this awesome all-business rifle and the shoulder-mounted collarbone obelisks. I always thought these far-out zap columns looked way dumb in the cartoon, and they do still look pretty dumb next to the other guy's standard shoulder zookas, but they're so Smokescreen and it just wouldn't have been a party without them. One tiny complaint, if you absolutely insist. These little roof teeth here don't quite reach. But like, the roof stays perfectly well without them, so why even bring it up? It's a non-problem. A noblem. Cap it off with a fabulous fun-sized masterpiece box with everything that's so luxuriously appealing about the giant ones, tinified and compactorated into a little lunchbox of lovely. And Smokescreen's robot mode is definitely my jam. This is what happens when one of the most recognisable designs in Transformer history brings its A-game and pulverizes the high score. Yeah, toy! Transformation's exactly what you'd expect. It's just this, but more. It's pretty involved, but it's not scrappy or confusing, but going back to the robot, I always forget to unpeg the feet. So, think on. So this is the ultimate incarnation of the Nissan Autoformer, and it's a sextacularly pimped out fair lady Z. Is it Z or Z? I feel weird saying Z. But back on track. Slam your eyeballs on this rally car rockstar. It's ferociously foxy and it never doesn't look awesome. I mean, you look at it from arm's length. It's rocking the smooth lines and the bullety bonnet that makes up like half its entire length, and the souped up spoiler and the irresistible colours are just piling on the awesome appeal. He's Dutch, he's French, he's Dutch, he's French, he's Yugoslavian. And then you bring it in close. And it turns out to be a friggin' work of art. I mean, look, it's jammed with a massive melange of tasty treats. Check the sweet racing decals. They're the perfect antidote to the Alternator's brand-heavy Pebble Dash and the Universe guy's MS Word text boxes with, like, actually decent 38s. His job, one of his mates' names, and the cheeky not Goodyear slot fever there. Ha! Gambling addiction. It's funny because it ruins people's lives. But if anything shows off the commitment that went into making Smokescreen 100% perfect, it's the heroic amount of sculpted bonus detail. Like the hood's got these sweet black vents and the swish ziltoidy Z, with these tiny and ludicrously far away mirrors that would be funny if they weren't right. And then there's the more subtle things like the petrol cap and the radio nubbin and the door handles. I mean, shut up. So it rolls gorgeously as you might expect, but the tyres are hard plastic rather than rubber, which means they won't perish. Doors open up, kind of. And while it might seem a cop-out at first, I think they've done him a favour by not doing an interior. I mean, it was a nice idea on the Alternators, but it always just seemed like an extravagant faff. And then, just when you think you've got him pegged as a museum-worthy automobile replica, he hits you with the roof rifle. rueful. So yes, Masterpiece Smokescreen is a thorough glee bag, and I can't think of a better way to describe him than exactly what I wanted. It's hugely gratifying that this thing exists, especially after so many near misses. All credit to the Bienal tech, it was impressive and groundbreaking at the time, but it had that douchey Subaru mode, and the paint job was just stupid oopid. And the Universe guy was better, and I still love him, but like his wrong generic car mode and the sort of half-hearted redesign just felt like a handful of pubes in my milkshake. But this one friggin' nails it. It takes zero liberties, it doesn't try and put its own unique twist on the original, it just does it again, but huge and awesome and perfect. And while you could say that sticking so rigidly to the source material might be lazy or unimaginative or even sycophantic, in this case, it's exactly what we wanted. Anyway, Masterpiece man hugs to Scotty Horrorbags for hooking me up. Cheers, all the best.